happening, guys? The Badnakpal Frygandert in, and today we're going to be unboxing the new Gionee Elife E5. Now this is a new Unibody smartphone from Gionee. So let's quickly cut through the box and take a look at what the things are on the inside. You have a couple of specifications on the back of the device, on the back of the box, so you can see those over here. You have a very typical Gionee style box, and we're going to cut through the box real quick, cut through the seal, and see what all we find on the inside. So the first thing on top is the handset itself. We've got a nice matte yellow color. I'm going to put that aside for the time being, take a look at it in just a minute. The next thing we have is a sort of case which comes free for the device. Going further in, we get two screen protectors for the device. Not one but two, which is always a good thing. So it's usually difficult to find screen protector for these devices. The company's included a set of screen protectors for your convenience, which is a really nice thing to do. You also have the service center list, a user manual, and an Android notification booklet. You have an E5 user manual or a user guide. Then you have the warranty certificate, which will be stamped when you buy the device. Then you have the rest of the accessories, which includes a standard USB to micro USB cable. You also have a standard wall charger, which has a USB port on one side, and you have the in-ear style earphones, which come with flat cables. The similar kind of earphones were seen on or inside the box of the Gionee E3, so they're similar to that. You have metallic earplugs, or the main design of The main design of the earplug is metallic. You do have an inline microphone and a push button to send in end calls, which is again for your convenience. The cable is flat style, so it is sort of anti-tangle or tangle free, and the earplugs are really high quality, nice quality build, and nice quality design. So that's everything from the box of the Gionee Elife E5. And the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the handset. You can see we have a nice, fantastic looking, gorgeous device over here. The overall build quality of the device seems really nice. You have a unibody sort of shell, and we chose to get the yellow color. It's a matte finish yellow color. Looks really nice, looks really snappy, youthful on the device over here. If we talk about the specifications, we have a 1.5 GHz quad-core chipset on the inside, 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, an 8 megapixel camera at the back, and a 5 megapixel camera in the front, both capable of Full HD video. If we talk about the front of the device, like I said, the camera is on top. Below that is the 4.8-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 1280 by 720. So it's a 720p HD display. On the bottom, you have 3 touch capacitive buttons along with the microphone, which is at the edge of the display. If we take a look at the right side of the device, you'll see a SIM card slot, which is again a flap open style. And you have a micro USB port for charging, data syncing. On the top, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left, you have the volume rockers along with the power lock and unlock button. On the back of the device is an 8 megapixel camera, the secondary noise cancelling microphone, the LED flash. You have a DTS sound logo at the bottom along with the main speakerphone. So let's quickly go ahead and power on the E5 and take a look at the interface. And while the device is powering on, I'm going to put it into the cover, the stand sort of flip cover that we have over here. It's a fairly nice fit. Just going to pop it in from the corner over here. Once it fits in, it's almost like the HTC cover that we checked out a couple of days back, the double dip case that we checked out for the HTC One. So you have a flip style open, and then you can put it in a stand position. Fairly nice cover. We would have actually liked it if it was the same color as the device. That would have made it a fun cover to have. Getting rid of the cover, we're going to quickly start up the E5 and set it up. So let's quickly do that. So once we're done with the setup, this is what the screen looks like. You can see the animation of the weather come clock widget, which is made by Gionee. We're going to quickly jump into that and refresh so that we get the latest weather information for New Delhi. You can see it's 26 degrees, but it's actually raining outside, so weather information is running a little late. If you pinch out, you can see all your dashboards or your dashboard switcher. You get up to 9 home screens that you can choose from, customize according to your requirements. Let me quickly show you the dialer. A little bit of customization done here by Gionee. So it's almost like the user interface that we saw on the E3. You get Android 4.2 out of the box. The overall feel of the device is really nice. It fits really well into the hand. You can see you have the quick toggles from Android 4.2. If I jump into about the device or about phone, you can see it's running Android 4.2.1. The overall interface seems really nice and fluid. The icons are rounded and they look really nice on the display. You also have something called a theme skin that allows you to change the theme from a series of themes. Right now we are on the colorful theme, but you can change between a series of themes and then you can preview them before you actually apply the theme and change your device to that theme. So a couple of apps that are pre-installed. You have Facebook, Twitter, you have a WhatsApp downloader, Cricket app is pre-installed. Then you have these folders over here that allow you to get some tools. FM radio is there, Torch. You also have Asphalt 6 and Gameloft Live pre-installed among other games that have been installed for the user. So a couple of applications installed for the convenience of the user, but more or less things that you may or may not use. You also have a folder called Other Apps that allows you to see from Kingsoft Office, Halo 123, etc. I'm going to quickly jump into the browser, open up our website, which is iGyaan.in. For all those who are not aware of it, we saw that the browser is UC browser and it does compress data and make the websites load much faster. So you can do that. It also gives you an option of auto fitting to screen. So we use that option. And once you do have your website loaded up, you can scroll through. You can see that scrolling is fairly fast. It's improved versus on other devices. But due to the auto fit to screen, once you pinch in, it reflows the text to fit the screen and it slows that down a little bit. So that is one complaint that we have with the browser. I personally prefer Google Chrome over any other third-party browser on Android devices at least. But this one seems to be working just about right. It's fairly fast and responsive and it works really well with the device. So we don't have a lot of complaints. So let's move back out. We're going to check out the camera. It's the same camera that we saw on the Gionee E3. So you have tap to focus and it does a fairly good job. It was almost instant focus over there. You also have digital zoom. You can switch to the front camera. A couple of settings can be modified from here. You also have phone booth effects. You also have color effects. So a lot of settings and customizations, almost the same application that we saw on the E3. Clicking a picture is almost fast and responsive. So the minute you tap on the shutter button, it almost clicks an image immediately, which is nice. So the camera seems to be good. You can also edit in the given applications. You can add effects, add color effects, etc. But then you have to be playing with this software a lot more. So the next thing we're going to do is play a video from YouTube. The display on this device looks really nice. Before I go into YouTube, you can see that we have something called an app manager, which also has something called Phone Accelerate, which will clean your processes, clean your cache, and optimize the boot, which should free up some memory, and it does free up about 247 megabyte of RAM. This application can be really useful for all those people who see their device slowing up after installing a couple of applications. So something like this can come in really handy. So now let's open up a video from YouTube and see what it looks like on the E5.
What is happening, guys? Today we're going to be checking out gaming on the new iPhone.
Viewing angles are great on the screen. In fact, the screen is really nice and vivid. The colors are also really accurate. Really impressed with the display over here. Viewing angles are great. The overall build quality of the device is the most impressive thing. You have a Unibody sort of polycarbonate design. Kind of reminds you of the Lumia, but it's much slimmer, much more comfortable to hold in the hand. You have rounded edges. They feel really nice in the hand. It's got a soft touch. You have a front display which looks really fantastic. I personally really like the yellow color of the device. It looks really nice. So we're overall pretty happy with the first impressions of the E5, fantastically slim looking device. And we'll be back with more information on the E5. including benchmarks, gaming, etc. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, queries, do drop them in the comment section below, or check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Do check out the full unboxing on iGyaan.in, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.